Welcome to the deep dive. I'm genuinely intrigued by what our stack of global forecasts and reports from June 29-30, 2025 reveals today. Our mission, as always, cut through the noise, uncover those, surprising insights, and give you that shortcut to being truly well-informed.
And what's really striking here is the sheer breadth of things happening globally right now and how they seem to connect. You've got these scorching heat waves, active tropical storms, even persistent volcanic eruptions. It's quite a lot to go at.
Okay, so looking at this whole global snapshot, what are the sort of big headlines jumping out from all this data?
Well, several major trends clearly emerge. First, dangerous heat events. They're widespread Europe, North America, Asia. Plus, you have active tropical cyclone development and localized severe thunderstorms popping up. That's a major concern. And then on the geohazard front, Kilauea volcano is erupting pretty vigorously.
Right.
But interestingly, space weather activity looks like it'll remain quite low. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, an undeniable factor influencing many of these diverse phenomena is human-caused climate change. This long-term warming trend is clearly, intensifying heat waves, altering global weather patterns, making events more frequent, more severe.
Let's start right there with that heat then. It seems intense. Lisbon, Portugal, expecting over 42 Celsius, that's 107 Fahrenheit. Just thinking about it.
Yeah, it really is something, and it's truly global. Spain might see its hottest June ever. Shanghai's issued a heat wave alert, looking at 39-40 Celsius.
And the U.S. too, right? Parts of the Southwest bracing for what, 110, 116 Fahrenheit?
Exactly. And major cities like New York, Chicago, they're expecting multiple days of extreme heat risk. Highs over 95, maybe 100 degrees. It does feel relentless. And, this isn't just typical summer weather. Our sources are indicating that every single extreme heat event since May 2024 was made more probable by climate change.
Every single one.
Every single one. In fact, using this tool, the Climate Shift Index, it quantifies that influence temperatures are hitting level 5.
Level 5, meaning?
Meaning they're at least 5 times more likely because of climate change. And that's affecting roughly 69 million people in the U.S. alone.
Wow, 69 million.
Yeah. And this isn't just a statistic for scientists, it's vital information for you. Heat is, it's one of the most dangerous natural hazards out there. It contributed to an estimated 60,000 heat-related deaths in Europe back in 2022.
That level 5 impacts 69 million people. That is genuinely shocking. But, okay, what about the other side of extreme weather? You mentioned storms. Is there a direct link between this intense heat and the storm activity?
There often is, yeah. A warmer atmosphere fundamentally holds more moisture, right? So that provides more fuel for storms. We're tracking tropical storm Flossie in the eastern Pacific. Forecast is for it to strengthen into a hurricane, possibly threatening Mexico. And meanwhile, tropical storm Barry in the Gulf of Mexico, expected to bring maybe 3 to 10 inches of rain, potential for really dangerous flooding, mudslides in eastern Mexico.
Right. And domestically, within the United States, what's the storm outlook like?
We're seeing what's called a slight risk of severe thunderstorms across a few areas. The upper Great Lakes, Central High Plains, Mid-Atlantic. Concerns there are mostly damaging winds and hail. And there are also excessive rainfall worries for places like the U.S. Southeast and parts of China, too.
So it's all connected in a way.
It often is. Heat waves themselves can add to atmospheric instability, kind of priming the pump for these storms. And like I said, warmer air means when it rains, it can rain harder. But conversely, you also get situations in very dry regions where heat leads to dry thunderstorms.
Yeah.
You get the lightning, which can ignite wildfires, but not the beneficial rain.
Okay, shifting gears a bit, let's talk geohazards. Kilauea volcano in Hawaii is certainly making noise, currently at a watch orange alert.
That's right. It's due to its ongoing episode 26 eruption. The reports detail really vigorous lava fountaining, reaching over 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Yeah. And continuous gas emissions, too, creating that persistent volcanic smog, which impacts air quality. And even that delicate Pele's hair, those strands of volcanic glass. Fascinating stuff.
It is. And it's not just Kilauea, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Kilauea is just one piece of a much larger picture. Our sources say 47 volcanoes are actually erupting worldwide right now.
47?
Yeah, quite a bit of activity on our planet. But what's really interesting is the stark contrast when you look up beyond Earth's atmosphere for the same period. The space weather outlook for June 29-30, it looks remarkably calm. Solar storm activity is projected to stay low. Minimal immediate threat there.
So, a lot happening down here, but quiet up there. What does this all mean for us then? This deep dive seems to show these widespread above normal sea surface temperatures, even without a strong El Niño or La Niña.
Exactly. Even during an ENSO neutral period, which usually means things are a bit more moderate, those warm oceans are a critical indicator of this broader warming trend. And it means the potential for extreme events is, well, it's elevated. The World Meteorological Organization, they forecast an 86% chance that at least one of the next 5 years will actually exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels.
86% chance, that's high.
Very high. And the Global Risks Report for 2025. It highlights extreme weather as a top global risk. For the 4th year running, it just underscores this urgent need for, well, both things. Reducing emissions and investing in adaptation. Adaptation is really, it's not optional anymore.
This deep dive has really laid bare the complex, interconnected challenges we're facing globally, especially how these things are amplified by human-caused climate change.
It absolutely highlights the need for understanding, for preparedness, and for building resilience, which sort of leaves us with an important question for you, the listener, to think about. What single local action do you think could make the biggest difference in building resilience right where you are?